And we're back to learning to code, and this time I'm going to show you how to link your CSS to your HTML website. Last time we've ended here with our tables website. So let me open them in Firefox and a simple editor. So this was where we were. And we've used a little bit of styling in the head. We've used it to make our borders collapse of the tables. And this is simply called internal styling. I've also heard people saying that it's internal CSS. Whatever you want to call it, it's inside of the index file. And normally, especially when you have bigger websites, you want to put all of that styling into a different file. But let us first add some information to the body. Let me change the font family. So it's all inside of the style tags, and I call it sans serif. Let me get rid of this one. So it targets the body as a selector. Here is our body right above the table, and here it ends. So it's basically all of the information that we can see in the browser. And now we've changed the font family, so if I press Ctrl S to save it, and I reload it, the font has been changed. And let me get rid of the comments up here, so that we can get back our table format. So this is what it looks like now. Let me delete the information right here for the body. So we'll get back to our default font family. I'll save it, and now let me reload it. This is what it looks like. Now I open a new file, and I want to make this my styles.css. So this is the external styling that we're going to use now. And we're going to put all of the style information in there instead of the index file. And we can simply write it just like we did before. So we've got the body as selector, font family is a property, and the value should be sans serif. So we are targeting once again the body, which is all of the information that you can see in the browser. And we want to change it from the default to sans serif. Let us save it. I'll save it in the same place as our index. Change the name to styles.css, and it's important to change the data type, so the file type, to all files, all data. And make sure that the encoding is UDF-8. It should be by default. I'll save it. And here's our styles file now. Let me put all of that in a folder. I'll simply call it HTML tutorial website, something like this. And I'll put the files inside of there. Once I've done that, I need to reload my website and these two files in the editor. So here we were, and to make sure that our website is now styled with everything that we put in the styles.css, we need to link the HTML to our styles.css. And we can do that in the head of our index.html right here. We use a link tag for that. And we'll use a relation attribute, which should have the name style sheet. So this is always a given when you want to link your styles. And then you use the href and the URL that you have. It's in the same folder, so we simply use the name of the file .css. We've called it styles. Let me go to properties for this file, and you can see here's the CSS. And here's the name, so styles.css. This is what we need for our href, and if I save it, we have now our font family changed. And we can put all of this stuff, so all of the styling inside of there. So let me cut that out of my index.html. I go to my styles.css and I paste it here. I press Ctrl S and I reload website, and we've got the formatting back. And we can add more and more styling information inside of here. For example, let me target the H1, so our table heading, and I give it a bigger font size, maybe 40 pixels. Ctrl S, reload, and now it's bigger. Let me select the H2. Let me just give it a different color, maybe red. And now these H2s are red. So let's get back to our index.html once more. So this is the important code line that you need. But make sure that your href, the address, is the correct one. So if you, for example, create a new folder, let me call it CSS, and I put this styles.css inside of there, this won't work anymore. So it can't find the styles.css because this is the wrong address. We need to add this folder to it, so css/styles.css. This would be correct. So usually the index and the styles.css can be in the same folder, so that you can just write styles.css, but be careful if you use a different address. And this is how you can link your CSS to HTML. I hope this video was helpful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.